For many adults over 60, 2 a.m. brings a familiar, frustrating routine. You wake up in the dark with an urgent need to use the bathroom, make the trek down the hall, and then spend the next hour tossing and turning, struggling to get back to sleep. People often blame this on a weak bladder or assume it is an inevitable part of getting older. But the root cause is actually mechanical. Throughout the day, gravity pulls fluids down into our legs. As you walk and stand, liquid is steadily accumulating in your lower extremities. By evening, it often shows up as a mild, unnoticed swelling around your ankles. When you lie flat in bed to go to sleep, gravity is no longer holding that liquid in your feet. The trapped fluid reverses direction. It flows right back into your upper body and heads straight for your kidneys, which process it into urine. A few hours later, your bladder is full and you are forced to wake. To break this cycle, we have to drain that fluid before you ever touch the mattress. We do this by combining a specific 3-hour evening timeline with 5 highly targeted, gentle mechanical movements. Nighttime leaking is a mechanical plumbing issue driven by fluid dynamics. By changing when and how that fluid moves, we can systematically address the problem. This line graph maps out the ideal biological conditions for sleep over a 3-hour countdown window. Exactly 3 hours before bed, you need to stop eating. Digestion requires a significant amount of cellular energy. A late meal keeps your core temperature elevated and your metabolism active, right when this graph shows they should be dropping. Closing the kitchen early allows the body to cool down. Moving to the 2-hour mark, we halt fluid intake. This gives your kidneys a window to process what is already in your system. By reducing that liquid load before you lie down, you decrease the volume of urine your body produces while you sleep. A small sip of water to take evening medication is fine, but otherwise the liquid shuts off. At the 1-hour mark, you switch off the bright ceiling lights and turn on dim, warm lamps. Bright blue-toned white lights trick your brain into thinking it is still daytime. Warm, dim lighting mimics a sunset, which triggers your brain to naturally produce the sleep hormone melatonin. Managing food, water, and light creates a more receptive chemical environment for rest. With those internal systems winding down, your body is better prepared to physically process the pooled fluid in your legs. Your calf muscle acts as a second heart for your lower body. By physically contracting it, you can push the trapped fluid out of your lower legs and back into circulation. We start this process an hour before bed with the ankle pump. You can do this sitting or lying down. Point your toes away from you, as if you are pressing a gas pedal, feeling the stretch across the top of your foot. Then slowly pull your toes back toward your shin, as far as they will go to flex the calf muscle. Sync this rhythm with a deep inhale as you point and an exhale as you flex. Next is the single knee hug. Lying flat on your back, slowly bring one knee up to your chest and hold it there gently. Tightness in the lower back compresses the nerves that travel down into the pelvic area. This stretch releases the tension in your spine and opens up those nerve pathways. By engaging the calves and loosening the lower back, you are relieving the immediate mechanical pressure that keeps your muscles in a state of low-level stress. We then move to the gentle hamstring glide to target the backs of the thighs. When we sit in chairs all day, our hamstrings shorten and tighten. That tightness physically pulls on the pelvis, tilting it unnaturally. Extending your heel toward the ceiling creates length in hamstring, which gives your pelvic organs more physical space. From there, you transition into the reclined butterfly. Lying on your back, bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees gently fall open to the sides. Use pillows under your knees for support if you need to. This position allows gravity to physically pull the hips open, forcing the muscles of the pelvic floor to relax. This diagram shows why relaxing these muscles is crucial. Many of us carry stress as clenched tension in our pelvic floor. As you can see, that tight muscle tissue directly squeezes the bladder. Your brain interprets this muscular pressure as the physical urge to urinate. Letting go of that pelvic tension removes the physical pressure on the bladder, stopping the false alarms that trick your brain into waking you up. The final movement brings everything together. Prop your feet up on a stack of pillows or rest your legs against a wall so your feet are elevated higher than your heart. In this position, gravity does the heavy lifting for you. It drains the absolute last of the lymph and fluid out of your ankles and sends it straight to your core. Because you were doing this an hour before bed, your kidneys have time to process it, meaning you can empty your bladder one last time before you go to sleep. While your legs are up, place one hand on your stomach and breathe. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 2, and exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. This specific 4-to-6 breathing ratio directly stimulates the vagus nerve, the main biological wire that controls your internal organs. Activating the vagus nerve shifts your nervous system out of high alert, fight or flight mode, and down into rest and digest mode. You're giving your biology permission to finally power down. You can dial this routine in by keeping a simple sleep diary. Track daily variables to see how they impact your rest. Did you eat a spicy dinner? Have a late afternoon coffee? Skip your evening ankle pumps? Write it down. Look at this sample sleep diary. By tracking both the nights you sleep well and the nights you toss and turn, patterns emerge quickly. Tracking these details helps you identify the specific lifestyle habits that are disrupting your rest, allowing you to adjust your routine based on data rather than guesswork. You do not need to execute all of this perfectly tonight. Start small. Pick just one new habit. Try doing the ankle pumps while you watch TV, or try dimming the lights an hour early. By managing these mechanical and environmental triggers, you remove the primary obstacles to rest. This gives your body a significantly better chance of staying asleep until morning.